Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mike and Kate S. English channel. I am Mike, and I am joined by the person who keeps my English from falling apart, the amazing Kate.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for that intro. I am doing wonderful today. I have my coffee, the sun is out, and I am ready to help our listeners level up their English. How are you doing?
Well, Kate, to be honest, I am a bit tired. I had a bit of a mini disaster this morning. You know how we always talk about having a plan? Well, I decided that today I was going to be super productive. I woke up and I said, Mike, today you are going to change your life. I sat on my sofa and I waited for a big sign from the universe to tell me what to do first.
Oh no, Mike. I can see where this is going. Did the universe send you a text message?
Not exactly. I sat there for 2 hours just waiting for inspiration. I thought if I just had enough faith, the work would do itself. But then I realized I had not even turned on my computer. I was just staring at a wall. I felt like I was stuck in a circle, just like we see in our topic today.
That is such a classic Mike story. But you know what? That is actually the perfect way to start. A lot of people think that changing your life is like a movie where a miracle happens while you are sleeping. But real life is about that balance of having a strong spirit and actually getting off the sofa.
Exactly. And that is our big goal for today. We are talking about how to put God first, how to find discipline, and how to actually move your feet while you pray. It is about those big life changes, but we are going to learn the English you need to talk about it without sounding like a textbook.
That is right. We want you to sound like a real person, not a robot reading a dictionary. So, listeners, get your notebooks ready because we have some game changer phrases for you today.
Before we dive in, Kate, I have to share a pothole moment. This is one of those embarrassing mistakes I made when I first started learning. I wanted to tell a friend that I would pray for them because they were having a hard time. But I had a lot of trouble with my R and L sounds.
Oh, I think I know what happened.
Yes, instead of saying, I will pray for you, I looked them right in the eye and said, I will play for you. My friend looked so confused. He asked if I was going to play a guitar or maybe a football match for him. It was so embarrassing.
That is a classic. Pray and play. One is a spiritual conversation, and the other is what you do at the park. Listeners, pay attention to that R sound. Pull your tongue back. Pray, not play. That is a game changer for your pronunciation.
It really is. Okay, Kate, let's get into the first section of our breakdown. I want to talk about this idea of putting God first.
Great choice. This is our first key phrase, put God first. Now, Mike, notice I did not say put God at first or put God in first. We just say put God first.
Why is that?
Because first here acts like an adverb of priority. It means he is the number one priority in every situation. If you say it first, it sounds like you mean in the beginning, but then you changed your mind later. We want him to stay at the top.
That makes sense. It is like the center of the wheel you mentioned in the original story. So how do we say this naturally? I feel like when I say it, it sounds very choppy. Put God first.
You are right. In natural English, we use connected speech. Let's look at the words put and God. In American English, that T at the end of put often becomes a very soft D sound when it links to the next word. It sounds like poo dog. Or if we say the whole phrase, it flows together. Listen to me. Poo God first.
Poo God first?
Almost. Try to link the T in put to the G, poo God first.
Put God first.
Better. Now let's try the second phrase for this section. Faith and discipline. This is a big one. People love to talk about faith, but discipline is the hard part.
Tell me about it. Discipline is my middle name. Actually, it is not. My middle name is Edward, but I want it to be discipline.
Haha. Well, let's work on the linking here. The word and is almost never pronounced fully as and in the middle of a sentence. We usually just say n. So it sounds like faith and discipline.
Faith and discipline.
Exactly. That sounds so much more natural. Now, Mike, why do you think we need to use these two words together?
Well, like we said earlier, if you have faith but no discipline, you are just a guy sitting on a sofa waiting for a pizza that you never ordered. You have to believe things will get better, but you also have to do the work.
That is a pro tip right there. In English, when we use the word discipline, it sounds very strong and respectful. It shows you are taking your life seriously.
Okay, let's try the drill. I will try to say the full sentence. I need to put God first and have faith and discipline.
Wait, Mike, you said every single word separately. You sounded like a GPS. Try to link it. Put God first and have faith and discipline.
Put God first and have faith and discipline.
That is it. That is the secret sauce. You are sliding through the words instead of jumping over them.
I feel more charismatic already. Let's move to section 2. This one has my favorite phrase from the original text. Fail forward.
I love this phrase, too, to fail forward. Mike, when you hear the word fail, do you usually think of something positive or negative?
Definitely negative. It sounds like a big red F on a test paper. It feels like the end of the road.
That is why this phrase is so cool. When we add the word forward, it changes everything. It means that your mistake is actually pushing you towards success. You are falling, but you are landing closer to your goal.
Is this something I can say at work?
Absolutely. It is very common in business and personal growth. If you make a mistake and your boss is upset, you can say, I am sorry I missed the deadline, but I am going to learn from this and fail forward. It shows you have a growth mindset.
I love that. Let's look at the sound. Fail, forward. The L at the end of fail can be tricky. It is a dark L. Your tongue stays down a bit. Then we go straight into the F of forward. Fail forward. Fail forward.
Perfect. And our second phrase for this section is take responsibility. This is a long word. Responsibility.
It is a mouthful. 5 syllables. Responsibility. I always get lost in the middle of it.
Here is a trick. Put the stress on the BIL, responsibility.
Responsibility.
Yes. Now link it with take. Take responsibility.
Take responsibility.
Great. Now, cultural context moment. In some cultures, it is polite to make excuses when things go wrong. But in English-speaking cultures, especially in the US or UK, saying, I take full responsibility is actually seen as a sign of strength and leadership. It is not weak to admit you messed up. It is actually a power move.
A power move? I like that. So if I break your favorite coffee mug, I should not say a cat did it? I should say, Kate, I take full responsibility?
Well, I would still be sad about my mug, but I would respect you more for being honest.
Okay, let's practice the try it moment. I will try to say I want to fail forward and take responsibility.
Go for it.
I want to fail forward and take responsibility.
Almost. You are still hitting that and too hard. Make it a tiny N. Fail forward and take responsibility.
Fail forward and take responsibility.
Spot on. You are sounding less like a textbook every minute, Mike.
I am feeling the energy. Let's hit section 3. This is about the boat metaphor. I loved that. Pray but move.
This is a very common type of expression in English. It is a contrast. We use but to show two different actions that work together. Pray, but move.
When I say this, it feels like I am hitting a wall after the word pray. Pray, but move.
That is because of the T in the word but. In English, when a word ends in T and the next word starts with a consonant like M, we do not usually pop the T. We do not say boo to move. We do a held T. We stop the air in our throat. Listen. Pray boo move.
Pray, boo, move.
Exactly. You hold the air for a tiny second where the T should be. It makes the transition to the M sound much smoother. Pray boo move.
Pray, boo, move. That feels much faster. It sounds like one big word.
It should. That is how we talk when we are excited. And the second phrase is strong foundation.
Now, Kate, I know a foundation is the bottom of a house, but we are talking about life here. Is this too formal to use with friends?
Not at all. We use this for everything. A strong foundation in a relationship, a strong foundation in your career, or a strong foundation in your faith. It just means the base is solid. If the base is good, the rest will not fall down.
How about the linking here? Strong. Foundation.
The ing sound at the end of strong is nasal. It goes through your nose. Try to let it ring a bit before you start the F in foundation. Strong foundation.
Strong foundation.
Good. Now, let's talk about nuance. If you tell someone you have a strong foundation in English, it is a huge compliment. It means they know the basics so well that they can learn anything else easily.
That is what we are doing right now. We are building that foundation.
Exactly. Okay, Mike, let's try a difficult sentence. You need a strong foundation to pray, but move.
Oh boy. Here we go. You need a strong foundation to pray, boo, move.
Wow, Mike, that was actually perfect. You held the T in but and you linked the NG in strong beautifully.
I am ready for my Oscar now. Or at least another cup of coffee.
Well, before the coffee, we have to put all of this together. It is time for our master role play.
I love this part. Who are we today?
Let's say you are a friend of mine who is feeling very stressed about a new business you are starting. I am the wise friend giving you some encouragement. We are going to use all the phrases we just learned.
Okay, I am ready. I will even use my stressed out voice.
Perfect. Let's go.
Hey, Kate. Thanks for meeting me. I am just feeling so overwhelmed. I feel like I am stuck in a circle with this new project. I wake up stressed, and I go to bed stressed. I am starting to think I should just give up.
I hear you, Mike. It is completely normal to feel that way when you are doing something big. But remember what we talked about. You have to put God first in this. If you have that strong foundation, the stress will not knock you down.
I know. I have been praying a lot. I really have. I spent all of yesterday praying for a miracle.
That is great. But remember the boat metaphor. You have to pray but move. God sends the wind, but you have to hold the sail. Are you doing the daily work? Are you staying disciplined?
To be honest, I have been a bit lazy. I have been waiting for things to happen instead of making them happen. I was afraid of making a mistake.
You cannot be afraid of mistakes. You have to be willing to fail forward. Every time something goes wrong, it is just a lesson that helps you get better. You have to take responsibility for your progress. No one is going to do the hard work for you.
You are right. I need to stop making excuses and start taking responsibility. Faith and discipline, right?
Exactly. If you have faith and discipline, you are going to see a huge change. Do not wait for Monday. Start today.
Thanks, Kate. I feel a lot better. I am going to go home and actually finish that business plan now.
That is what I like to hear. You got this.
And scene. Wow, that felt really natural. I could actually feel the difference in how the phrases flowed.
You did a great job, especially that part about failing forward. It sounded like something a real entrepreneur would say.
It is a great phrase. It makes me feel less scared of messing up. So, Kate, we are getting close to the end. What is our pro tip for the day?
My pro tip is about a phrase we hear a lot in these contexts. I will pray for you. Now, in English, this is a very kind thing to say, but you have to be careful with your tone. If someone tells you a problem and you say, "Oh, well, I will pray for you," and then you walk away immediately, it can sometimes sound a bit dismissive, like you do not want to help them.
Oh, I see. It is like saying, "Good luck, I am leaving now."
Exactly. To make it sound sincere and warm, we usually add something to it, like, "I am so sorry you are going through that. I will definitely pray for you, and please let me know if there is anything else I can do to help." That shows that you are putting God first, but you are also ready to take action yourself.
That is a game changer. It makes the phrase much more powerful. I will definitely remember that.
What about you, Mike? What was your biggest realization today?
My big aha moment was definitely the connected speech part. I always thought that to speak good English, I had to say every word clearly and separately. But you showed me that it is actually the opposite. To sound natural, I have to let the words link together, especially that held T in the word but. Pray, boo, move. It feels so much more like a real conversation.
I am so glad to hear that. That is the secret to moving from intermediate to advanced. It is all about the flow.
Well, I feel a lot more confident now, and I hope our listeners do too.
I am sure they do. But remember, listeners, just like we talked about today, listening to this podcast is the faith part. Now you need the discipline part. You have to practice.
That is right. It is time for your homework. We want you to go to the comments section and use one of the phrases we learned today. Tell us about a time you had to take responsibility, or a time you decided to fail forward. Or just tell us one thing you are going to do today to put God first.
Yes, we love reading your stories. It makes this community feel so much more alive. And if you found this episode helpful, please do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and share this with a friend who is also on their English journey.
It really helps us grow and keep making these episodes for you. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
It was a pleasure. Remember, you are stronger than you think, and you have a great team behind you.
That is right. Now, get off the sofa and go do some work.
Haha, see you in the next episode, everyone.
Goodbye.
Have a wonderful and blessed day.